probably the scariest part of the job. Just don't want to hit any of the body parts. You want this to go on one way and one way only. Smooth. Just be extra cautious. N74 V12. Getting this oil pan out was pretty tricky, I'm not even gonna lie. There's a lot of interference between this guy here, the front crank hub, and this guy. The oil pan kind of resides in here, making it very difficult to get out. And then you also got these two look like they're oil return lines from the turbos. So yeah, that was really tricky. I had to loosen the little stud for the oil pump here and here, and that kind of allowed the oil pan to shift to the passenger side of the vehicle. And once I was able to shift it over, it dropped down pretty clean. But I honestly have no idea how I'm gonna get the pan back in. I think installation is gonna be harder than removal, and not sure if I'm gonna be able to get it on picture or video. Also, the chain, I was able to kind of bunch it up into the corner to clear myself for the oil pump chain. Yeah, I'm gonna do my best to get this back together on video, but I'm letting you know ahead of time. I may need to take this off. I even thought about loosening the transmission, not removing any bolts, but loosening it just so I can move this guy back just a little bit. However, I don't really want to do that. I know this fucking N74 is heavy, and I do have an A-frame up there, of course, but I'm gonna try not to touch the transmission bolts, because to be honest with you, that looks like it's just gonna be a lot more work. So I'm gonna try. Other than that, getting the subframe down, it wasn't too crazy. I had 6 lines to disconnect, technically 8. These 4 for your hydraulic lines. I disconnected from the power steering pump, and then also I disconnected the cooler right here, and I left it attached here because unfortunately these O-rings are a little bit bigger than the O-rings I have on hand for the N63 BMW engine. So I'm gonna try not to disturb these O-rings. I have plenty of these guys, so that's 2, 4, 8 O-rings total to get this guy down. Power steering pump, is bolted on to the side here, so move it over. I loosened air strut, released the air of the strut first, definitely, and I disconnected the upper ball joint to that upper wishbone. Hung calipers, pretty relatively simple drop. Disconnected the belt, obviously, and this was a little tricky because there's not a lot of room down here. It might have been easier to do it from the top, so in the future I might just take the belt off from the top, but it was nothing that I was unable to do. Right now I'm just going to be cleaning this gasket surface. It looks like I have a couple splits in the upper sump, so I'm going to add silicone here, just a little bit of silicone, and here, wherever there's a split in the upper sump. So yeah, man, this looks like it's gonna be a chore to get the oil pan on, but honestly that's probably gonna be the hardest part of the job. Once that is back on with the gasket, reassembly should be pretty straightforward from there. So alright, let me just get cleaning this guy. Alright, and hopefully I'm able to remove that in one piece. If that does not come off in one piece, I'm gonna have a bad time. So okay, from the looks of it, this OEM gasket already has a little spot, it looks like, with some kind of rubber sealant already built into the gasket, and it looks like these line up perfectly with my little slots. So I may just put a dab of silicone here, and I may just do a thin little bead over on this side, and then that should allow me to, I'm just going to put a couple ties to hold this gasket in. This part's going to be very delicate. Honestly, I would put a zip tie up here too, but I know the clearance is ridiculous. Dude, if this hose ever leaks, it is literally routed through the subframe. That is... ooh, that's a difficult hose. That's a difficult hose. On the 7 Series, you have to remove the headlight to get that hose. I don't know what I prefer. This one, I think, I don't know how you would get that one. On the 7s, like I said, that's ran behind the headlight, but this one goes under the subframe, like over and under. Okay. I'm gonna remove this motor mount. Uh-oh, the gasket's getting fucked up. Dude, I almost got it in first try though. See what I mean? That transmission, it just doesn't fit inside the transmission, if you see what I mean. So you need to angle it, but you have all this stuff interfering. It just does not fit inside the transmission. And honestly, dude, oh my god, this is heavy. I'm trying to do this with one hand, and it is killer. It is absolutely killer. It is absolutely killer with one hand, dude. Oh my god. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Okay, don't drop it. Okay. Oh. Dude, I think that's the hardest fucking part. I think I may have done the hardest fucking part. Now, I thought for sure the residual oil would just have it slide off. Okay, and no tears. So before I continue to do this, I need to get this gasket all the way back. There's no if or buts. There's no room for this chain to drop. And that's what I'm fighting right now. I'll make sure the gasket's not contacting this guy. We're good. See, the gasket's getting all sorts of that's in. That's in. You can try to lift it, but it's not gonna go. I already know. Okay, we got that side in. Gasket's free. It's not being pinched. What about this side? Gasket's free. Okay, you guys witnessed it. Okay, so according to the instructions, it wants you to start by torquing the 4 bolts in the back from the driver's side to the passenger side, and then the 4 bolts in the front from the passenger side down to the driver's side to 2 Newton meters. Very light torque. And then it wants you to torque these 4 transmission bolts to 10 Newton meters. And after you get those down, saying to insert the remaining screws, join all sump screws to, wait, hold on, 1 to 34 with 10 Newton meters. I'm gonna Alrighty, so I spent some time prepping myself. I think I'm pretty ready to get this back up here. Need to pay attention to the hydraulic lines for the most part. They are pretty confusing, but other than that, I'm hoping this will go together pretty smooth. I don't know though, I don't know. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. Now we just fucking reassemble. We're on the easy part now. Cool. Alright, now we got the new bushings for the Rolls-Royce. If you take a look at these, one side is slightly tapered. See, there's no gap on this side, and there's a gap on this side, so that's the side we're going to remove. Uh-oh, I just dropped everything. It's okay. And as you can see, that is the side with the little bevel. This side is cut straight, it's straight cut. This side has a little angle to it. So we grab our new bushings, right here. Okay, this guy aims towards the little arrow right there. You want those two connected. We are not center, that's why I use this. See, that's indicating that that's no good. You will destroy that bushing. So we're going to slide that right there. That's much better. I also like this tool because typically once you're flush right here, that's the depth that you need to get the bushing in. As you can see, it's like perfect. So there goes the bushings. I'll go throw these on the car. And make sure to tighten these under load. So we're going to use a pull jack to jack up these control arms before we torque these down. This is a 3/8 16 millimeter. Find it fits in here much easier than the 18. And then once you got that down, go ahead and hit it with the E20 1/2 inch. goes underneath the brake line, so I'm gonna go back to the other side and make sure I fix it. Because that guy's supposed to go under the brake line. And over here, I'm pretty sure I put it over the brake line. Yep. Oh, I just hit my knee. Oh. I swear I felt my knee crack. That would have been annoying. The dust shield is making noise. Just pull it back a little bit. I'll take a look at it. Sounds good. I got an i3 compressor. He says that I have experience on them. Maybe it's time that I ask for some more money. Say again? Oh, I guess that is mine. I recommended one yesterday. Yep, sure did. Thank you. I'm not even sure if the car's here.